Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. If you're a new subscriber, you're welcome. And if you're a returning subscriber, I love you. So on today's vlog, I would like to try something different. Tell you a short story I wrote myself while you watch this vlog. The title of the story is The Other Side of Midnight. When Jonathan first saw Evelyn, it wasn't at a bar, a coffee shop, or a mutual friend's party. It was at the stroke of midnight on a deserted street as she was changing a flat tire in the pouring rain. He had been walking home after a late night at the office, head down against the wind, when he noticed the lone figure struggling with the jack. Without thinking, he rushed over to help, and that's where their story began. But what started as a simple act of kindness would soon turn into something neither of them could have predicted. Jonathan was the kind of man who thrived on routine. His life was a carefully curated sequence of events: work, gym, dinner, sleep, and repeat. He had everything planned out, including his romantic life, which, much to his mother's dismay, was non-existent. He wasn't against love, he just hadn't found anyone who fit into his well-ordered world. That all changed the night he met Evelyn. Evelyn was everything Jonathan was not: spontaneous, carefree, and deeply passionate about life. She didn't plan her days down to the minute. She lived in the moment, embracing whatever came her way. She was an artist, a painter who saw beauty in the most unexpected places. To her, life wasn't about schedules, it was about experiences. The night Jonathan helped her with the tire, they ended up talking for hours, sitting in his car with the heater on full blast, drenched but laughing about how they had been both caught in the rain. Jonathan had never felt so at ease, so immediately connected to someone. But the time he dropped her off at her apartment, they had exchanged numbers, and he couldn't wait to see her again. Their relationship quickly became intense, the kind where they lost track of time when they were together. Where days blurred into nights and they couldn't get enough of each other. Jonathan found himself doing things he never imagined, taking impromptu road trips, staying up all night to watch the sunrise, even painting with Evelyn in her studio. It was exhilarating, but it also terrified him. He had always been in control of his life, and now, for the first time, he felt like he was losing that control. But the real challenge came when they began to talk about their future. Evelyn, ever the free spirit, couldn't understand Jonathan's need for structure and stability. She didn't want to settle down in the traditional sense. She wanted to travel the world, live in different cities, and chase inspiration wherever it took her. Jonathan, on the other hand, had always imagined his life going a certain way, settling down in a nice home, starting a family, continuing to climb the corporate ladder. Their differences, which had initially drawn them together, started to create a rift between them. Evelyn felt stifled by Jonathan's expectations, while Jonathan began to resent Evelyn's refusal to commit to the life he envisioned. Their arguments grew more frequent, their once effortless connection now strained by unspoken frustrations and unmet needs. One night, during yet another heated argument, Evelyn broke down in tears. She told Jonathan that she loved him, but she couldn't be the person he wanted her to be. She couldn't live a life that felt like a cage, no matter how much she loved him. Jonathan, heartbroken and torn, realized that he couldn't change who she was, just as she couldn't change him. The breakup was inevitable, but it was mutual and respectful. They both knew that they couldn't continue without losing themselves in the process. Jonathan went back to his life, throwing himself into work and trying to regain the sense of order he had before Evelyn came along. But something had shifted in him. He couldn't go back to being the same man he was before. Months passed, and while Jonathan found comfort in his routine, he couldn't shake the feeling that something was missing. He missed the spontaneity Evelyn had brought into his life and the way she had challenged him to see the world differently. He realized that life wasn't meant to be lived in black and white, but in the vibrant colors Evelyn had painted for him. One evening, just as he was about to head home from work, Jonathan received a package. Inside was a small painting, one of Evelyn's. It was a simple piece, a sunrise, the first light breaking through the darkness. Attached to it was a note. To the man who taught me the value of structure and the beauty of breaking free from it. Thank you for everything. Keep chasing the light. Evelyn. Jonathan smiled, tears welling in his eyes. He hung the painting in his living room, right where he would see it every day. It was a reminder of the love they had shared, a love that had changed them both. From that day onward, Jonathan made a conscious effort to balance the structure he needed with the spontaneity he had learned to embrace. He didn't know what the future held, but he was ready to face it with an open heart. Grateful for the time he had spent with Evelyn and the lessons she had taught him. And also, the man who once thrived on routine learned to let go, just a little, and live in the moment, knowing that sometimes the best things in life come when you least expect them. Thank you, and that's the end of our short story. Would you like me to do more short stories or just a regular voiceovers? Meanwhile, this road that you're seeing now, I think this is the Benin road, that place that guy was saying 5 days I did Sapele road, I no go back and no go front because this road was horrible. So tell me if you like my story, or writing is something I do on a low when it enters my head. Should I do more voiceovers with my stories or just the regular voiceovers? Just let me know. I would like to hear from you if you enjoyed it. And please, if you are yet to subscribe to my channel, please click on the subscribe button. It is helping me. It's free. Just click on it and click on the notification icon so that you will be notified when next I drop a video. And also like my videos, share them, leave a comment to show that you actually like my content and to encourage me to do more. This small YouTuber is grateful so far for those that go the extra mile to actually watch my videos and help me to share them. Thank you for standing by me, and I promise to try my best to do more videos. So like I said earlier on, let me know if you want me to do more of my stories. I just write stories for fun, like short stories for fun, depending on how I feel, and sometimes my stories are tailored to my mood. So hope you enjoyed this video. I've turned to Ajala the traveler, going up and down. I wanted to buy Gary for my younger sister. She asked me to get Gary for her on our way back. This small Gary, the lady was telling me 12,000 naira. I bargained to 10,000, but the thing was extremely small. I don't know why. I'm not sure this is more than 2 pence, but these women on the streets of on the road are now learning. But the oil was okay. I got that small keg of oil for 4,500, the 5 liters, so that one is okay. When I got it right now, that for 5 liters is costing more than 6,000 naira. Anyway, these are the things I came back with. My mother-in-law gave me lots and lots and lots of vegetables. Like, she packed everything as you saw at the beginning of the video. Then this Gary I bought for my sister, this is the oil I bought for myself, this is the Gary I made for myself. I took some and I left some for them at home. So then I also came back with very little fufu and corn. I didn't do the video of the corn, but thank you very much for watching.